What's next for you guys on the product roadmap?
We're building a developer portal. The developer portal is basically going to be an overlay on all the API infrastructure that allows third parties to come in and have a very clearly defined process to build integrations and apps and things like that, and ultimately publish it. We have a lot of that capability right now, but it can go so much further. And that's a big problem. If you look actually on the lower end of the market, yes, they have to create their API infrastructure, but then also creating process around that to bring people into the fold and actually get their ecosystem volume up of integrations and apps and all that stuff. They're restricted from doing that until much later stage because they don't have the ability to invest in building all of that stuff. So making it turnkey, delivering it to them is really exciting for us. So the customer is responsible for all the API infrastructure.
Yeah.
But they're all building that anyway, for the most part. What they don't have, they build this open API thing, and then they're like, okay, like build it and they will come. Well, no one comes. And so what we're building is the overlay on that enables people to come in to the program and actually go through the full process of building the app, get support along the way, have a step-by-step process, and then publish it in the marketplace, which is the go-to-market motion part of it. So we think about it as sort of democratizing this whole process in the ecosystem strategy.
It's like a marketplace guide almost for companies, right?
It is. It's sort of like a Kanban view of here's all the steps that need to occur
Right.
to get your app live and adopted
Yeah.
on both sides.
Yeah, it sounds like there's a multiple steps in this process, and the API is somewhere in between the steps, right? And it was missing. And if you include them, it's probably going to help too. Yeah.
Yeah, APIs are a form of marketing materials if you design it correctly. And so you're really adding on that marketing lens and enablement lens to what Often Engineer creates, which is like, here's the API, go use it, and helping through that process.
Companies don't even know what's built on their platform. This is what
No.
I'm saying. Companies don't even know. They're like, yeah, people build, we have no idea what's on our platform. Well, with our dev portal, there's a process, there's tracking, and it's a much better experience for everyone. So that's what we're trying to do.
Yeah, API is a hard thing to monetize, right? And I think there's probably Postman IO. That's the only one company that became a standard in the API space. A lot of engineers, they complain about APIs, but it never become a top priority for them, right? So it's a kind of orphan somewhere in the engineering space, but everybody's trying to deal with. But if you put it in a process like you're describing, I think there's an extra incentive because people can see end to end, not only engineers, but the others, how this can benefit on the business side, right? So that's a very well connected element of two processes.
That's a good point. And that's actually what Kenny said yesterday is we're basically providing the business unit value there, connecting the API development and all that stuff to the way that you get business value. That's the bridge we're trying to create.